Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Nick here, and today I'm going to be doing a top 5 weapons in Fortnite Save the World. Now, these weapons are all going to be picked off of my opinion alone. It's not going to be what has the highest DPS or what is the best accuracy or stuff like that. This is just going to be my personal preference of all the guns I have and what I find are the most fun to use. So if you want to enjoy this video, drop a like down below. Let's get right into it. So coming in at number 5, guys, we have the Noble Launcher. Now, this is an explosive weapon, even though it's not really an explosive weapon. The whole deal with this gun is it's similar enough to the RPG and like the bazooka and the pumpkin launcher. It has a very low durability, but it does a load of damage. The special thing about the Noble Launcher is it fires out a horizontal laser, guys. Now, this is just amazing. There are 3 tiers of the damage you can do with this thing. You can simply tap the trigger and it'll fire a very skinny burst that will still do a really good damage. I think all of them do the same damage, but it might just be that the horizontal kind of width of it is different. I'm not too sure about that though. You can hold it down for about a second and do a wider burst that only uses up 2 out of the 3 shots. And if you hold it down for about 2 to 3 seconds, you fire a really wide beam that can essentially just take out anything. As you're seeing here, if a horde of enemies comes at me, what I do is I charge this up and I just fire it down. This is amazing if you have trap tunnels. You just stand at the back and fire this down because it can go through your own walls and also like not your walls, like as in pre-generated terrain, and it'll just hit anything. The one bad thing about it is sometimes if you're not aiming down, it can go over the heads of mini husks, like the little small ones. But if you just aim down, you can easily take them all out because since they have so little health, if 20 of them spawn in, one little tap of the trigger and they are all gone. That's what I love about this. I don't know if to call it a gun or an explosive weapon, but this essentially what I love about this gun. It is so amazing, and even against things like blasters or takers, it can still do really good work against them because if the taker's flying towards you in a straight line, you just charge this up and shoot it, and it'll just knock it straight out of the sky, guys. So yeah, the Noble Launcher comes in at number 5. So coming up at number 4, guys, is going to be the Nocturna. Now, while I only have Siegebreaker gameplay in the background here because I don't own the Nocturna, but as anyone with a brain knows, the Siegebreaker and Nocturna are literally identical. It's not saying that they're similar. The Nocturna is literally just a reskin of the Siegebreaker, but that's kind of why I'm putting it on here. The Siegebreaker or the Nocturna, it's one of those all-around good guns. It has good damage, good range, good fire rate, good reload speed, good magazine size. It is essentially the average weapon. That's how the best way to describe it is. It's your standard AOR, but with the Nocturna, as everyone knows, you have to pay something ridiculous like €200 or $200 to get it. And I just did not want to do that. You can't even get it anymore since the Ultimate Edition is not purchasable. They'll probably bring that back. They bring it back every once in a while like they did in the birthday event. But I'm just going to be putting it here because even though I don't own the Nocturna, I own the Siegebreaker and I love it. It's one of my favorite weapons. I have a fire element on it and it just destroys husks. Combined with its fast fire rate and high damage, it can get like a ridiculous DPS. Like in game, I think mine is like 20 something thousand and it's only power level 82. That's what all my guns are, if you're wondering. This is just such an amazing gun. Like if you want to take out smashers or anything like that, especially with Urban Assault Headhunter, I was using Urban Assault or Skull Trooper Headhunter, whatever the Skull Trooper skin is, it's an Urban Assault. I was using that for all of the gameplay in this video, and I mean, you can just shred smashers, because when you're hitting them with debilitating shots and vulnerability, making all your next shots do more damage and you increase your fire rate, you can one-mag a smasher. It is amazing with a gun like this, and since it has extremely low recoil, that's one of the best things about it. It just means you can just keep aiming at his head and you won't be like spazzing all over the place. If you try to shoot his foot, you won't hit his elbow or something like that. You know, it's a really accurate gun. As I said before, it's just all around amazing. There's nothing like, you know, god tier about it, and there's nothing terrible. It's just such a good gun. If you needed to do anything, it'll pretty much do that for you. So yeah, the Nocturna or Siegebreaker comes in at number 4. For number 3, guys, I'm going to be giving it to the Hydra. Now this is very similar to the Hammer Crush, which was a part of the base game. The Hydra came with the hydraulic weapons, as you know the name might suggest, but you were able to get it back in the birthday event, and it also came to the item shop, I believe, a few weeks ago. I think that's how I got it, and it's just amazing. You know, it's a semi-automatic and fully automatic. It's kind of like fully automatic with slow fire rate, if you get me. Even though it's an assault rifle, it shoots shotgun shells, meaning that every shot has really high impact and damage. This thing is just incredible. The sixth perk I have on this, the one you can't change, is headshot elimination to cause explosions, and oh my god, it's amazing. Because things like normal husks, your pitchers, your lobbers, it just one-shots them to the head at like equal power level. That's my computer going off. It just one-shots them to the head, and anything around them just blows up because I have that perk on it. Any element works amazing on this. The one that I have, I think, is energy, and I love it because a gun like this, I want to be using it against everything. I don't only want to use it if it's like nature husks or something like that. That's why I love having it, because I love using this weapon. It is one of those weapons that is so satisfying to use, because when you shoot something with it, it has a nice kick to it, but its recoil, doesn't make you look up to the sky, when you just shoot one bullet. It is amazing. Even with the urban assault, like I was talking about, even though it has a slow fire rate, it can still destroy a smasher. If you're looking into gameplay stages here, I'm shooting smashers, and even though this only has, I believe, 10 in the mag, it can still kill them. Because that base damage is so high for each bullet, a gun like this can just tear through anything. Especially even with the new Riot Huskies, since you have to be accurate if you want to shoot them from head on, if you don't want to jump behind them, if you want to get in that little crack. A gun like this is amazing because one shot will stagger them usually, and it just means that you won't be spraying and like shooting the top of the shield or anything like that, guys. So yeah, the Hydra gets the number 3 spot. For the runner-up spot, guys, of my favorite gun in the game, it's going to be the Super Shredder. Now, probably for the longest time, this has been my favorite gun, but very, very recently I got something which surpassed it, but I definitely wanted to make sure I gave this the number 2 spot. The Super Shredder is a shotgun sniper rifle hybrid sort of thing. It's a bit of a weird gun. It shoots shotgun slugs, ironically just like the Hydra that I just talked about, but it has the range of a sniper rifle. It is amazing. I was considering putting the Obliterator on here at number 2, because I wanted one sniper rifle, and those are my 2 favourites. But the Obliterator just has too much of a kick, and it's better in the hands of a defender. Whereas the Super Shredder, it's so accurate. You can have, like, even for a sniper rifle, like I think I have like a 13 size magazine on mine. It's ridiculous. And you can just shred through things. It's a high impact. The one downside to it is, compared to something like the Obliterator, it doesn't have a range like that. Don't get me wrong, its range is still insane because it's a sniper rifle, but don't be expecting to cross map things, Since it shoots shotgun shells, its impact's amazing. Like, smashers will be staggered in a few shots. It's that good, and it is just so accurate. Like, your husky husks, you shoot them maybe 1 max 2 shots in the head, they're down. It's such an amazing weapon, and definitely a pro of it being it's in the base game, so anyone can go ahead and just get it out of the collection book or something like that. I've had it for so long. I think it's my only gun with all epic perks. It's that good. I love it so much. Like, I honestly love this gun so much. It is, even though it's like a semi-automatic gun, it has such a high DPS because it shoots about 1 bullet every second, and that bullet does, like, with a headshot, it can do like 40 to 50,000 damage. It is insane. This gun, if I could probably only ever use one gun, this would be it, because it has the range, but it can also be used in close quarters, because if something's running at you, you just shoot them, stagger them, and you can move away. This gun is just all around an amazing weapon, and I definitely recommend getting it, guys, and that's why it comes in at number 2. At number 1, guys, I imagine you can guess what it is. It's the Gravedigger. Oh my god, this gun is amazing. I only got it like 2 days ago, when the store reset, because as everyone knows, this was from the Fortnite event last Halloween. I wasn't playing back then, and I'm so happy I now have it. I have mine perked out with every single perk is damage. Like, here's a screenshot of it here. Every perk is damage. To my knowledge, it's the only gun that can have that. I don't know why, because for something like the Siegebreaker, one of the perks will not be able to be damaged. For mine, I've it on like magazine, but on this I have the just element, which gives you bonus damage to afflicted targets because it does affliction damage, and then I have like 2 damage perks, or it might be 3. I'm not looking at it right now. This thing, I have it on just raw damage, and the best thing about it is it has a base magazine of 40. I don't really know why. There's one little asterisk here that might be because I've only used it with an urban assault. I'm actually not too sure, but I think it's just the Gravedigger having a 40 round magazine, and that's amazing. That just means you don't need a magazine size perk, because my Siegebreaker has one of those and it boosts to 45. I essentially get a free perk slot with this gun. It is that good. It also looks amazing. That really helps. I'm definitely going to change my element on it to energy. It's on fire now, which does suit the look a bit more, but I want to use this gun against like every type of husk. I want to be able to go into a new mission and no matter what, be able to use this and not be doing like 25% base damage, guys. So yeah, The Gravedigger, hands down, gets number one. I just love this gun so much. If you haven't bought it, definitely buy it. And, well, no, let's be honest, you have bought this gun. Everyone loves the Gravedigger. And it just means a load of those scammer get scammed fake channels, you know, can't clickbait over this because literally everyone can buy it now. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below, comment down below any more videos on Fortnite Save the World you want me to make, and subscribe to those videos coming each and every day. This has been Iggs, I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.